Hey everybody, it's The Shape, back to another video. This is going to be a little bit different, and I know it's been a while since I uploaded. A lot going on. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but all I can tell you is go sub to my other channel, The Octagon. And this ain't some shameless plug. Trust me, you'll want to do it. But anyway, Jason Hawes. And I'm sure everybody in their mother knows about the whole Conjuring house owner, meltdown, whatever you want to call it. So Jason Hawes made a video that I thought it was definitely worth addressing. But if you don't know who Jason Hawes is, and you're like, take any ghost hunter that's on YouTube or TikTok or any social media for that matter, Twitter, X, just any of them. This dude is the one that really before Ghost Adventures, Zach Bagans and all that. There was a show that come out. I ain't talking about Ghost Hunters International. I'm talking about the original OG Ghost Hunters. Taps. See, I watched them back when they first started coming out on television. First season, and big fan. Watched quite a few seasons. Didn't watch none of the later stuff, Ghost Hunters International, any of that stuff. But Jason Hawes always stood out to me. Guess you could say I'm a fan. But yeah, he's like the OG. Especially over this modern era of paranormal investigator. And unfortunately the fakers as well that come along in this era. But that's neither here nor there. He uploaded this video on the Conjuring house and I was like, ooh buddy, I gotta dig in. You hear that? I hear a vehicle. Oh, I'm gonna have to. The lights are flickering. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to have to take you with me. We're going to check this out. Somebody's outside. Somebody's out there, guys. I don't know who it is, but we're going to find out together. Who is this?
So you're the one they call The Shape. Well, you and I got a bit of a beef and we're here to solve it right now, boy.
Who's we? So you're riding around with Zach Bagans with Aaron Goodwin in the back of your truck? Come on, Jason. I thought you were better than that. You guys gotta get off my property. I ain't even playing. I mean, I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about a real one?
I'm out of here. Guys, they're gonna get in what I do. You hear that? Oh no.
Just let me in and I promise I won't hurt you. I can feel your energy. Your energy is taking over my body. Look, Zach, I knew you would embarrass me. I told you not to embarrass me. I can feel your energy flowing through. That guy literally never shuts up. The Conjuring house owner is coming for us all.
Get out of here and take that puppet there with you. Everything I say in this video is my opinion. I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm no psychiatrist. I'm no therapist of any kind. I can't diagnose somebody or anything like that. This is just, I'm only speaking on what information that we have.
It has been an insane couple days. So if you haven't heard or seen what has been going on with the Conjuring house or following the Conjuring chaos, whatever you want to call it, you have no idea what you've been missing. Now, I did not want to make this video, but I have to make this video now because I think I've just been accused of being involved in an assassination plot.
You know, I've I've been accused myself of a lot of stuff, a lot of it. But I can honestly say, without a doubt, I have never been accused of an assassination plot ever. Wow. Didn't see that coming.
Back in the end of April, beginning of May, 7 employees turned in their resignation because they were dealing with some issues. The owner, they communicated back and forth, and the owner was trying to get them to stay and change things, and they all declined. So those messages got worse and worse throughout the period of time. And then, I believe it was July 10th, all of a sudden, a post gets posted where just viciously attacking them, claiming all these things, let alone the text messages that were accusing people of stealing money, accessing accounts. And you can see all that. It's on a video right here on Jason Hawes.
You know, that's one thing you should never, ever do. Even when it comes to debunking somebody. If I'm saying, oh, you did this, you did that, you staged this, you staged that. Even if I don't, you guys know exactly how I feel about Satori and Cody. That method. Not them, but the method. I got a lot more respect for Jason, let's just say that. But yeah, but them as people, it's different. You know, I don't have no ill will toward anybody, anybody.
The general manager, Brian, was asking about his pay. He was owed $9,000 in back pay. And when he inquired about it, he was told that John Arnold, who died in 1839, told the owner, she says herself, that he was stealing from her and he wasn't getting paid. So he said, well, we got a camera, we got audio, you can record, the whole thing's recorded, you can check. No, didn't matter. John Arnold told her that he was stealing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is John Arnold not a spirit in the house? He's the one that told the Conjuring lady owner that this guy, one of the employees, stole from her. A spirit told her that. Now, normally I would say something really sarcastic and totally make fun of it. But I'm going to let this one slide. And no, it's not because I'm scared of recourse or...
Feel horrible. He's seeking legal recourse, which he should. She also told him that, well, if you go public or anything, I'm going to sue you. I did not want to make this video. I really didn't, because I have major concerns, not for myself, for the owner. I have major concerns for her, not about her, for her. So I have major concerns for any employees that still work there. I think there's one left because the other gentleman, Kevin, quit yesterday because he was terrified for his safety. But I have concerns for her. I have concerns for anybody who works there. And I have a lot of concerns for anybody who goes there.
I mean, he makes a really good point. Think of all the people that's already been there. Think of the people that's worked there. It's almost like going into a lion's den. And that's not me exaggerating this stuff. I've met people with similar mental going-ons that one minute they're the nicest people on the planet. Next minute, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
To stay, who booked overnights. Yesterday, people showed up for an event that they couldn't get into because nobody was there. Yesterday morning, I get up to go to a plumbing job. And, which, yes, I'm still a plumber. Work for Roto-Rooter.
That is completely unexpected. I would have never thought in 1,000 years that Jason Hawes, with the success of Ghost Hunters and all this, would still be working at Roto-Rooter. Still plumbing. That you got to give them respect. Plumbing, it's easy, but hey, construction guy here too. Plumbing, remodeling, roofing, bricklaying. Don't want to brag, but anyway, moving on.
Now, I haven't talked to Jacqueline, the owner of the Conjuring house, since March, when she reached out to me saying that she had a plumbing issue and was asking for guidance. And these are the messages right here. March 17th. She reaches out. I tell her, absolutely, you can call this number. My friend Chris was the general manager. He had just passed away, but this number will connect you. Okay, so there. Her response, thank you. I'm very sorry. Let me show you the whole thing because I want 100% transparency. So thank you. I'm sorry for your loss. I'll call the plumber. I appreciate it. I'll call the number. I appreciate it. Hello to you and your family for me. Hopefully I'll see you sometime somewhere soon. Whatever.
Now remember earlier in the video when I said mood swings and I've met people like that? Imagine getting those messages that you just read, then followed up by these.
Yesterday, I get up to a text of a video that shows a pickup truck at 4:07 in the morning, 4:08 in the morning, backing up out of her property right next to her car. Now, I'm going to show the text, and I'll show the video at the end, because at the end of the video, it's her holding her cell phone, recording it. At the end of the video, she says something weird like, who's he talking to? Whatever. But this is what I received, okay? I'm told you knew of the assassination attempt on me. I will never be defeated or destroyed by any effing paranormal person now or at any time in the future. So effing be it. Okay, so I let that go. I was like, I have no idea what's going on here because I don't. Just wait. I know there are going to be arrests. Just wait. Brittany, Aaron, and Tiffany will be dealt with separately, which I have to be honest, sounds like a threat to those ladies.
And everybody in these messages alone could potentially already press charges against Jacqueline.
I made a video for Brian because Brian, the general manager, asked about the money he was owed, and he was terminated over what supposedly a ghost. And then he created the GoFundMe page, and this lady went on and attacked him and called him a loser and all this other stuff. And nobody should donate to his GoFundMe page. He's only trying to pay his rent and food. Well, that's what we need to survive. And he can't survive if you haven't paid him in 2 months. And now you're telling him you won't pay him. And you're telling him if he goes public, you're going to sue him. She goes, I know that was you, Jason Hawes, in the truck. If you zoom in, you can see your face. I'm told that Jake Murray and Joe Ranone will be turning over all their evidence of your psychic torture and other means of depraved cruelty. We have much physical evidence because some of you were stupid enough to use Facebook Messenger. There are also emails and text messages. Now, the only message I've ever had with her, text, I just showed those. I don't think I've ever talked to her through Facebook Messenger or emails. But so as this point, I was being accused of some sort of an assassination attempt on her.
Man, people like that, it's a good thing she ain't here right now, because, I mean,
so this white vehicle you see in this picture is the owner's vehicle. Now, there is a pickup truck that is backing out at 4:07, 4:08 a.m. in the morning. Now, these people, Jacqueline, the owner, had to let in because nobody was there. These people showed up for an overnight and nobody was there.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you can completely destroy your business. Now, I remember the old owners of the Conjuring house. They seem like really good people. That dude with the beard, I can't remember what his name is, seemed like a really good guy. But I'm disappointed. As long as she owns the Conjuring house, real paranormal investigators won't get to enjoy it. And as much as she charges, that mind-blowing anyway. It's like Joe Vitale said, not everybody makes money off YouTube and can afford those prices. And no, as far as me mentioning, as long as she owns that house, I'll never do a debunk. I don't care who it is. If they go to that house, I'm not going to mention the house. They get no free publicity from me.
She finally showed up. She let them in. Now, she let them in. They were a red pickup truck, I believe. And I actually have their information and everything else. So she asks them, would you like a tour? And they said yes. Her response, and I can't make this stuff up, so just bear with me. Her response is, okay, let me go get a staff member. She goes into the room, locks the door, and never came back.
Normally, I let a little bit of comedy, I like to be a little bit more lighthearted and throw a little bit of comedy in there. Well, what I think is comedy anyways. Not everybody's going to laugh. But in situations like this, I hold back because how delicate the situation is. I mean, it's easy to dogpaw somebody, especially the owner of the Conjuring house, because of, well, I mean, look what she does. But instead of doing that, I would really think that maybe she needs to seek professional help. And it's not me making a joke out of it. I think she really needs to look within instead of, looking out.
These people knocked on the door, tried to make contact with her. She never came back. She never answered. So these people at 4:08 in the morning, they were probably tired. They didn't know what was going on. They left, driving a pickup truck. The very pickup truck she opened the gates and let in.
Can you imagine going all that way after you paid money, not only for the house, but you have to pay money to get there as well and get back? Can you imagine going all that distance just to have to turn around and leave? No rest or anything. Can you imagine that? Like I said, business killer. I mean, my doorbell camera just beeped. Let me check this out, guys. You're not going to believe this. She's here. Oh, you think I'm playing? Well, I'll let you have a look. There she is, guys. I set some fishing line up right here. It worked, guys. Shoo, that was close. Let's watch this one more time as she approaches my house. My heart is racing. Whew, I tell you, dodged a bullet there, people. Whew. So I put a trip line up. Relax.
And this was 2 days. This was two nights ago. So not last night. It was the night before. And then yesterday, people showed up for a whole event thing that was going on, and nobody was there. The police showed up to tell them that they had to leave the property. Nobody was there. So these people paid for something, but nobody was there. I'm going to show the video and at the end of this, and you can watch the video. You can hear her talking at the very end of it, whispering, "Who's he talking to?" or something. And okay. And again, this was the second part. Just going in on it. I try to just let things go. Maybe somebody's having a bad day.
You gotta respect Jason Hawes here. I mean, and like I thought, he seems like a pretty genuine guy. I don't know him personally, but
this is incredible. Watch what happens. The guy who pulled up in the truck at 2:30 a.m. looks like Jason Hawes. We are divinely protected, and so are all of the well-intentioned visitors. This is the third time I've posted these videos. Some hijacker of our the Conjuring House account has deleted most of my posts, and I will find out who they are. How can evidence of paranormal activity be so threatening that they need to do anything to prevent people from seeing it. In this message, she directly drags me into it. Here's the biggest concern on this. All right, is for the owner of the property first.
It's horrible. And unfortunately, it'll get worse before it gets better. I think I've heard that in a movie somewhere. Roadhouse.
You do a post online. A lot of times there's ramifications that come from these posts. So if I posted something online attacking an individual, there's always a chance that one of my followers might have issues that make them think differently. And you need to take into consideration that sometimes you put others in the threat of harm.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why in 99% of my videos I say, you know, even though you shouldn't have to, you say, hey, don't go harass this person or whoever I feature in a video. Because there's always that one.
So her posting something like this and making it appear as if I'm randomly showing up or trespassing, doing whatever on her property to cause her harm can lead potentially to people being severely hurt. Let's be honest. You know, it's not a far shot, especially in this world these days.
With what's going on social media nowadays, nothing is a stretch. Nothing you can think of is a stretch. That's a fact.
And you know what? Another thing I need to say, I got to get this off my chest, because I've seen some people post about it, some people talking about it. There is nothing to do with demonic possession in this situation. Bottom line is saying, oh, well, she's possessed. It's the house that's doing this to her. It has nothing to do with that. So we need to stop making that a scapegoat for somebody's actions.
Possession. You know, I wouldn't have thought anybody would make that as a legitimate excuse. I just, you know, mind blowed. Oh man. Whew.
I've been doing this for 30-something years. We handle cases directly for numerous religious organizations. 99.9% of the cases that we get sent to write up preliminary reports on possession or demonic hauntings have nothing, not one thing, to do with the paranormal or a demon. So stop with the bullshit about demons. That's not real. You're not helping people. You're hurting people. You're not helping the field. You're hurting the field. You're making a mockery of this field.
That's why I'm proud of the debunking community as well. It calls a lot of that stuff out. Like, there's just ample evidence online of people saying nonsense, spouting lies, just misinformation, fake ghosts and paranormal, and there's thousands of them that I've covered myself. We know who they are, and they do that, and they make bank doing it. All that time, well, they do it to entertain people. I have no problem with that, people. I have a problem when you claim it as real, when it's fake. That's my only problem. Always has been.
And to see what some people have turned it into is just, it's heartbreaking. It truly is. And if that's the shit people want, well, then it's not worth it for me, because I'm never going down that path. This is something that needs to be handled. And I worry about her safety. I worry about that property. And I worry about anybody and everybody who comes into contact with this individual. So, you want my advice? Cut all ties with that place.
Spoken like a gentleman, and I can't agree more. I will not promote that. As long as she owns that place, it'll never show up in another one of my videos. As long as she's owner. I know, well, my promotion wouldn't be like something great for it because I'm a debunker. But anytime somebody shouts out the Conjuring house, it gets people's attention. So, no more from this guy either. Until something is done. Something positive.
Here you go. Here's the video. Love from me to you guys. Keep it real.
Wow, look at that red truck. That's like the one that was outside my house, guys. Obviously, I'm joking here, and I shouldn't be making light of the situation. But all jokes aside, I think the Conjuring house lady needs to step back and really help herself, get some help. And as far as Jason Hawes, I feel bad that he got drug into this stuff, but here's the video that she said, you know, he was driving that truck, which he wasn't. Now, go check out Jason Hawes' channel right here on YouTube.
So she let the truck through the gate and said she saw Jason Hawes driving the truck, and she let she let the people in the gate and somehow saw him, and then would go on social media saying that. So I don't know. Comment below what you guys think. You know what I think. Oh, the hidden word is fighter. Now, guys, I know I've been off schedule. It'll make sense soon enough because I'm making a video addressing a lot of things. My mind. You remember when Chester Bennington was talking in an interview, the head singer of Linkin Park, and he's talking about how it's between his two ears up there, that's a bad place to be alone. You know, like in your thoughts. You guys know I take my mental health seriously, and I'll make a video addressing everything, but I'm not quitting or anything. But yeah, I always keep it real with you guys. I'll tell you the truth about how I'm feeling, what's going on. But I do plan on making, like, debunker videos will always be on here as full-time as they can be, but I plan on doing something a little extra. Making extra videos on the Octagon channel. I'm changing the name of it too because I don't like that name. Love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'm not going anywhere. Y'all come back now. You hear? Peace.